Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Colleagues, when seniors need long-term care solutions, usually following a major illness, injury, or other life-altering changes, they often look to a long-term care referral agent for help. There are different types of agencies doing this work in Oregon. Local agents may offer a tour of each facility, a more hands-on approach. An online service may provide a list of facilities that a family can tour and make decisions on their own. Typically, facility search services are offered to the client for free by the online referral agency. Referral agencies usually have a third-party contract with the facilities they recommend to consumers. Consumers provide their personal information, the agent provides a list of facilities, and then the agency holds that consumer's name for up to 2 years. If a client is placed in a facility as a result of using the online service during that 2-year period, the facility agrees to pay the agency for that placement. House Bill 2661 is the product of a large stakeholder group working to ensure that individuals and families using these services are protected. House Bill 2661 requires referral agents to register with the Department of Human Services every 2 years for $750 at the start, and they must have $1 million in liability insurance. If they have direct contact with the client, they need background checks, and they must be a mandatory reporter. They also may not do self-dealing. In other words, they can't refer a client over to adult foster home that perhaps their relative runs. Registration with DHS will allow for targeted outreach to agents for appropriate trainings. For instance, in dementia care, Alzheimer's and AARP have been doing great work in that we've heard about this session. We want to make sure that we know what agents are out there in a registry system so that we can target those trainings. And this will also shed light on how many agents are providing referrals in Oregon. After the initial setup of the program, which will use $57,401 of general funds, the fees for the registration will sustain the costs and will be up to $750 every 2 years. 2661 has other strong consumer protections. It requires disclosure statements of how the referral agent is being paid, the length of contract the agent has with the facility, the referral agent's contact information, and their privacy policy. In the case that a client is placed at a facility and needs to move, the client may inform the referral agent that they wish to work with someone else than that original agent, and then that original agent will not receive compensation in future placements. This allows the consumer choice in working with other agencies. The Attorney General's office will enforce the violations using funds from the fees they collect. Colleagues, this bill is about protecting our most vulnerable citizens and requiring transparency in the operation of referral agencies so seniors and their loved ones can make informed decisions during a difficult time in their lives. I encourage your aye vote.